No, I get it. I understand. I'm starting to. I've been taught some things about, well, I'm learning, at least, right? I have to try and start somewhere. I get it. Whole different life than I had. Growing up, it was different for you than I dealt with. We get along so well, probably for those reasons, actually. Don't you think that? I mean, they say it's the differences. Bring us together, closer. Just come in a little closer before you push them out again. Well, there's the wind. You kind of have to make a friend of it. Or you can pretend it's person here to end what you did to make it not be credible anymore. Call it an episode of All In. Call it 19 if I'm calling. 5th of June 2026. In the Image Clothing Company music like this. But you call this music? Well, I did. They didn't appreciate it at first. They didn't appreciate that I didn't rehearse my verse before I turned my attention to the next thing on the page. How do you get to the end of the book? Just rereading the same thing again. Doesn't seem to work so well, does it? I could get really bold and yell at some people. I could just be really old and sell out the steeple. Wiser to hire you for the party at my house, you clown. Call it a higher and holier law we found. So anyway, I was just, over at the bank last week actually, here's the, how much do I owe you? Well, you can talk to me about it. We can figure out if there's some way else we can, some other way we can, maybe someone can help if we can. I forgot. Left my paycheck on the lawn. We're just so caught in the beauty and stopped to just do things and moved on without it. You say you moved on, I doubt it. What are you doubting? I doubt you've been shouting. I don't doubt in anything. I know everything's just as crazy as it could seem. So, I'll just keep doing my thing. I could look over there, I could look over here, or I could just stay in between. I could be a human being and you could be something else. Call it all in. I said I'm calling. I said pick up the phone, kid, and see what's in your head. Try to make some words with things you can turn upside down like a turnip, and you can find out if they turn out like they want to turn your music down. You turned out to be a person in my town. I call it turntables, searching fables. I've been looking through the books. You and him, you used to look. Now you did some things and got hit with a hook. You got hit with the hook. You got see. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Calling it music, I'm calling it. Do it however you want to do it. I'm just calling it. Call the ref and see if you can call it again. See if the foul was a foul mouth, or if you fouled out and then you fell down and now you're on the ground and falling out of your old age like a crib. Welcome to my crib. Music on the television. I don't want to be watching a kid No, they're just walking again. Down memory lane to see what it can take. How many years off their old age. Making the music is what they say. They say they're making music today. Yay! I don't know if he's crazy or if he's just saying things to see if he can get a reaction out of the guys in the corner. I'll tell you what. But you got to be willing to listen. You got to be sitting here and you got to be willing to sit in for a while before you can stand out. We just take our turns, you know. Everyone's got to inhabit something, or there wouldn't be a habitat to be talking about it all. So I don't want to be talking about it at all. I want to be talking. I doubt it. Call. If you want to be talking to me, why haven't I heard the phone ring? Why haven't I had any kind of indication at all that you actually want to give me a call? Say you've got some things you want to talk about, huh? Well, where are you? You're just a cartoon. I see you on the screens, but you don't seem to be a real human being. It's hard to accept. It's hard to believe. It's hard in what's next for the version of me. If I'm relying on your expectations to be something I could try to reach, so I just won't. But I'll tell you what, I could just get everything and put it in a tote and just tote myself and my goat down the street, up the big old mountain steep side of the cliff and be like a Jeep and see if I can roll a thing or two. I'm on the roll, dude. I'm on a roll. Who? No, I'm on the roll. New. I just enrolled in the class. It's my first day. Just learning how to learn. Hey, don't talk to him. Why not? Why would you call it all in? Why are you claiming there's some things you're claiming if you're not even calling? If you were all in, I wouldn't have to put your contact down. But I ain't seeing no contact now. It's like you're out in outer space. Out in outer space. Well, that's an idea. I might leave you. I'll leave it up to fate and see if I can take a plane to space. It's not what they're designed to do. Well, I'm a designer, dude. Call me the high end. That's why I look down on you. Oh, shoot. We could call it something different. You can call if you want to just get real for once, but playing phone tag, childish games, back to the playground, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, I just am gonna be me. He who speaks the truth sometimes gets beaten too. I mean, like, halves, like splitting it 50-50. It's tricky. It's like a game they play. Who can take this guy and tear him to pieces? It can be a hard thing to accept. Didn't I already say that? Well, that's what I'm going to be saying next. It can be a hard thing to accept. Well, sometimes we have to repeat some things. The mistakes we never wanted to do again. Just to learn. It takes a while to learn a lesson. I feel like it lessens the person you are. The more lessons you have to get by rehearsing your faults. What'd you do wrong? Well, see, I didn't know until I kept doing it. After I did it a whole bunch of times, I started moving in a better direction to adjust my course. I told you I'm new to the class. It's my first day. Alright, so what do you say? You want to partner up and do an assignment?
I don't like to be assigned to it. I'd rather just choose what I do. There's a lot of people out there that will tell you what to. But, dude, trying something different. I'm learning, like I said. Isn't it great? Well, I could pretend. But what I'll do instead is, I'll follow your lead. You seem to be doing this quite well for some time now, and so I might just lie down and take some notes. It's kind of a joke, but at the same time, I could probably learn from you. So let's get started. First day of class, and I've already had 3 people who've parted ways from this place. They don't care about it, and I don't either, but hear me out. It's my first day. Guess I'll try to change. Call it the winds. No, don't call on the winds. Just call it the winds of change. This is a windy place. I feel like I'm getting blown all over. It's great. It's change. Ah! Dude, are you crazy? Shh. I am. Yeah, I'm crazy. They tried to take me and turn me into what everyone else was, and I said, I'll try this instead. You heard what I said. It's my first day. We're learning today together. Class dismissed. It's like a backward flip. Like a pancake, I feel flattened. They flipped me over they flipped me over, and I'm not who I was back then. It just doesn't quite come out the same. I told you, they'll tear you into 2 pieces if they can get a hold of things. Your extremities. It's extremely crazy if they try to please me by taking everything that I had and make me something else, and I'm sorry, but I'm just here for my first day of class, teacher. I sat in the back so I wouldn't be the head speaker, because in my head I've got some things I'd speak, but your whole class might leave. I don't like the way you're doing things, but I'll try to keep it to myself for now. But could you turn the wind down? It's so loud. They told me it's just a semester. They said once I'm through, I'll take a test and we'll see if I got better. Which is crazy because I am. And I'd like to stay that way. According to what they say, I don't want to be like, well, it's just so fake. I look around at the world and I don't see what I could make. People make what other people say they should take their life and do. This with it or that, isn't it our life? Can't we get back to just the building blocks as a kid when we just woke up from our nap and it's 4 in the afternoon? It's the foreign they told me to get back to. But it's something I never knew. All the cool kids are, well, they were. What happened? It changed again. They said they were doing it, but I don't see them in the same kind of outfits they used to wear. They said I might need a uniform. Does that mean that you and me can be seen in the same things that he has worn all week? I don't like that. I'd rather just kind of be my own one person. We can have an accumulation of more, but I'm learning. It's my first day. My first day here. I'd like to go away, but they said I'm crazy. They said they'll take me, and they didn't say what they do, but I know what they want to. They want to make me be like everybody else. I don't think that'll help. Seems kind of boring. But I see you've got some things written here on the whiteboard. Can we put some color up there at least, please? I think we could have a little bit of a party today. Hey, I've learned some things at parties. We made a piñata, handmade, and I ought to take a baseball bat, is what I thought. And they told me not to act like I ought to change the whole place, but I don't like it. And I'm sorry. That's why I'm in the back. I'm in the back of the class. I'm in the back and I act like I don't know the answers, but I have most every answer to all the questions that you've asked. I just don't really care to participate. And they want to take me and make me fake. I'll try not to be late. But this is not the kind of schedule that I normally take to plan my day. Because I don't plan my day. I just wake up and I say, okay, I'll take what comes. But it's harder when I try to take things and they run. I try to take a break and the authorities come. They say, get back to class. Sorry. That's why I'm in the back. Because I'd party, but I'd make people laugh. And I know you're the teacher, and it would take attention off you, so I'm learning. The things you say I shouldn't do. I don't like it, though. I like it at home. Meaning I can make any place feel like I could live in real life, and I should take my real life and throw it away, is what they say. It's my first day. First day in class. I don't want to come back. I don't want to act. Even though we see those actors laugh, I don't think they're having a good time as they seem to have. I watch them on the TV, but that's not enough. I want to live my life. I don't want to feel like I have to live a life that someone wants me to live to find if I can fit into a keyhole, round peg, and square. Well, I think you get what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to take notes, but I don't usually do that. I actually am really intelligent. I just work different than the rest of them, or at least than they're acting like they do. It's hard for me. Was it hard for you? How did you become a teacher anyway? I know, this is time from your class, and it's up to me to try not to take I told you, it always runs. The moments when I could make anything turn into something fun. All these jokes, I've got them in my head. I'm ready to say them. I just can't let my mouth open in your class without interrupting. You need a class clown or something. Goldfish, please. Anything. I just need something that doesn't feel like it has to follow rules that somebody else wrote for it that don't help it do life any better, but I opened the letter. They said it's just a semester. So it's my first day. I'll see if I can take the tick of the clock. But the ticking won't stop. Flashbacks. Take a flashback to the back of the room and turn it into a party. That's what we all need. A little more light in our lives. A little more light in our eyes. I look around and these kids look like they're just about to die. They don't even ask them why. If you don't know why, teacher, I tried. It's my first day. But I might just take this backpack. Well, I'll leave it here actually, but I'll make an escape out of this dungeon. It's a dungeonous place. It feels like I can't make any kind of improvement to what you want me to improve to be doing. I don't want to do it. I want to be me. Teacher, please. Can I teach you some things? Call it the reverse psychology. Call it, I think you need a psychologist. You all just miss the point of class. I'm just pointing back to the kids in the last row on the scorecards. They're the kids that actually know how to do it the best. But they just don't care to act like they care about something they just don't. So teacher, I'd like to go. Please, can I go home? I mean outside though. I just need a break. Ideally forever. What if I didn't even open the letter? They said I was enrolled. Yeah. They've been rolled up like a bug in a rug. So snug though, it's more like a prison. They're just choked out until they get told to do what they can do now. They don't have any option to leave. Just roll them up in things. Captivated. Captured. Can't they wait just to get back to your first day when you were funny, teacher? You can't lie to us. You like teaching this class just as much as we like to sit here in the back. It's not that we don't like you, we just don't like what you do, and I know you don't like it too. Or either, I know I'm just here. We need your wisdom, but not the way you give it, because it's your first day too. But you're just at the front of the room, so you're actually in the back of the class. If we flip it around and see that you're facing us like we're facing you, we're both in the back. Teacher, I don't want to be taught the way that you teach us, so I also know that you don't want to teach us the way you teach us. Go down to the principal's office. We'll come with you. Let's change it a little bit and see if we can do a little revamp, alteration, take it to a different kind of a... Apparently we can't. Alright. Just gonna approach it a different way for the class. It's not a selfish approach, but I'm just maybe the only one that speaks out loud instead of raising my hand. I know we shouldn't interrupt, but then we go back to debate class and they tell us to debate back, and so all the rules just seem to be changing so fast. You've got to remember it's my first day. I know. Only this year. I've been here. I get it. Every time you try to get through to me, you just don't. It's year after year. You think that I can't hear? I can recite back almost every single question's answer right off the top of my head. But your class is like a land of the dead. Hear me correct with what I said, teacher. I've got some things to teach your whole class. I told them that and they would just laughed. The principal, yeah, the principal. That's why I'm here. I get it. Some things I do need to learn. I know. But I just don't feel like I'm at home. So, if we took a poll, we'd find out I'm not alone in what I know, and a whole class full of kids would like to change some things. And I don't just mean this class here, but we could go down the hall and see if we take a poll of all the kids inside this school, what the statistic would really be. We're here to learn, right? We're not here to earn life. We've already been given it. God gave us a chance, not so we could be sitting in these one-size-fits just about not a single soul kind of seats and see if we could just endure this. Please, I think that does line up with scriptures. We are trying. Enduring to the end, even when we're crying. It's not even about getting lunch to eat. It's just about having a break from these seats. Please. Sorry, I'm trying. But we all would be crying if they weren't afraid to open their mouth about it. So, I know. Some think it's about you, but I don't doubt it. You're told how to teach. By the people who got told how to teach the people how to teach. And then we just come and we sit in the seats and we all just do the same things, the same math equations, write the same stories in our books, read the same stories in our books that we look so hard to find the same meaning in that the kids before us did, and it's like we accomplished it, but it's nothing new. It's the same for you. I get it, teacher. I understand. But the more that it just gets overstated, the less it will land. I guess, unless we just keep going until someone just catches a clue. Understands that there's nothing new. They can teach us all they want, or they can teach us how to teach all we want. Until we get to the limit, they decide that we can come in here with our own minds and they make us forget. I've got some things to teach, and I've got some things that I've said, and I won't take them back. They act as if I have to apologize, as if I've lied or tried to make it out to be something I might just want it to be, but I'm not alone here. The whole school's full of kids. Got a whole school of kids that needs to live. Feeling all dead inside. This school we hide just so we don't have to come. And I get it, I understand, I know, you want us to all be able to work together, great, but I think it would work better if we could take our own approach to things, because opposites attract, and I don't want to run around this track of people who are all the same. It's like a ball and chain. It's like that game with double dutch or something. It's just a circle. Called the winds of change. It's my first day. It's what it feels like each time I get a talking to from one of you authorities. Telling me how things should be, because you've been told the same thing. But that's hard for me. I am who I want to be. Until I come into this school and I get you or her or he getting after me again, week after week. I know I'm crazy. I know they take me and try to change me because they've got their ideas, they've got their ideals, they've got their things that I might be if I could be a carbon copy of everyone else that didn't stop and see if we could think for ourselves. Maybe they didn't think it would help. It's hard for me to understand. It's what they keep telling me, at least. Asking me, I mean. Why is this so hard for you to understand? You gotta come to class and just learn what we teach you. Don't sit in the back. Try to sit in the front row and see if you can learn more than you know. About things that you don't care about at all. They won't actually help you, but come in here and stare at a wall. That's what they told me. Basically word for word, just about. They won't deny it. But they can't get out. It's just a trap. But it's my first day back. It wasn't that I got expelled, I got suspended. It's just that I told them it was pretend. Kids and teachers and the kids on the bleachers, sports coaches, the trophies in the cabinets. I walk by and just laugh at this whole game that's been made, and they told me to come back to it. It's hard because they don't want me they don't want me to leave. They just can't have me be here being me, and so it's hard because that's what they want from me, is for me to be the person who sees the things that I see. But each time I try to teach, they tell me that I'm going to be taught something else so that I can be just like the rest of the people, but they like me. They like that I'm unique. They call me crazy, but really they think I'm free. I know these things. That's why they like me. But that doesn't mean that it's easy for me to just sit here and fit in. I'm bigger than this. I mean the chair. It's uncomfortable. These backpacks are heavy. What's even in these books? They asked me to read them and I never look. But I guess I gotta carry it around. Maybe it's more of like a gym class, just in disguise as trigonometry. I don't even know what that is. Not really. I know I've taken the class. But all the things you taught me and teach me, and teacher, please, don't think it's about you. They just don't last. I come here and I sit in the back so I can learn everything about everyone, including what we learn in class. I just sit here and observe the rest of the kids. There's a lot to learn from them. You know, the principal even said that one day maybe I could be a teacher here. I didn't ask, but he just, you know. He understands that I didn't lose hope in what we could be as a society. I don't hope for things. But I know, and we need to understand too, just everyone, including you. She gets A's on every test. She gets A's on every test. That's what I said. Only because she feels like she has to. But she doesn't care either. Does she? You're the one that grades her assignments. You've got to see something. Sorry, teacher. We're in the same boat. I come to class and I laugh, and you come and think it's a joke. Trying to wrangle us like cats. But the catnip never lasts. Just because we have a class party once a month doesn't mean that the rest of the days we can just sit here and make ourselves be content just staring at a wall or staring at a paper, and they're all just the same. Just some numbers or some letters on a page. Year after year comes from day after day. And this is my first one. That's what they tell me, at least. They say, stop acting like it's your first day when you're the one that we need. Apparently I'm an example to the kids. Which doesn't make sense to me because I'm not like them. In ways, we're all the same, but, you know, it's just this place. If we could just go sit in the grass. That'd be great. I think some people forget that it's there. They go inside a building and find themselves acting scared. When they walk outside and don't know what's there, it's hard for me to understand because I just don't work like a lot of people do. I'm just not wired the same, dude. I'm different. Teacher, I know, I should probably respect you a little better. What's ironic about it is we respect each other more than anyone else in the class. Thanks for letting me sit in the back. I know you get it. I know you understand. And I help the class. I do. I help the class like you. And you really help the class too. It's hard to just be told what to teach and have to teach what you're told to teach. But it's not that I don't know how to spell it. That's why I call you Teach. That's why I abbreviate things. That's why I say the jokes I say, because I try to make it be better for all of us, for you included. I really appreciate what you're doing, but it doesn't mean it's not hard. And part of that is for me to see you lose your heart. Not fully. I'm not being mean. I just say what I said. I've seen some things. I understand that you teach some things that you don't believe. You don't feel right doing it. The kids don't feel right too. It's just kind of how it's structured right now. So, if you don't want to do it anymore, like I said, if you could let our class take a little field trip, march on down, I'll say it was my idea because it was, and we can tell the principal what's up. He knows you don't like it either. None of the teachers do. They all have a hard time. But it's okay, and it's fine, and it's alright, and we'll be back next year to try to see if we can make a difference over time, but that leaves me asking why. Can't we just do it today? Meaning, why can't we just do it today? Change. It'll happen eventually anyway, so now would be great. I know, I get it. Everyone's got to be on board. A unanimous decision, and it doesn't seem to happen anymore. Everyone's so against each other. Literally. How close they put these seats. Just need some room to breathe. How do you expect the kids to do these things? All the math equations. This stuff's insane when you got all the time to think. But That's why I'm back in my seat for my first day. So, sometimes I might need to be fine-tuned, a little bit crazier than you. What a lot of people think about me. But see, I understand, teacher. I've got some things to teach him, and you've got some things to teach her. We kind of split up the work, if we're talking about all of us. You're just kind of the leader, which is hard, I get it. I really do, because like I said, it's what the principal said to me. Sometimes that can be hard to see, but we just have to lead out of love. Even if we're doing something that we don't think we want. As long as we know it's right, as long as we know at the end of time we've done what we can to get there on the right road, then even though it's hard, this can be our home. So I thank you, teacher. Remember it. Evan Strong. You won't forget. This semester's been long. It's the 4th time I've taken your class. Taken. Sorry. I'll be back. It's not that I don't understand, I just... I just can't be what they want me to be without leaving me in the past. And it's me that's moving through life, and so... it's you. The teacher that I like. I argue with you, I joke, I interrupt your class, but, you let me sit in the back.